So crank it up loud. Let the story unfold. We're the masters of smash. Be brave and be bold. In the heart of the battle, we'll rise from the ground. With every beat pumping in a warrior sound.
I don't know why it leaves me muted when the video stops. I'm sorry, everybody. Welcome to the Smash Masters podcast, where we talk about collision repair, PDR, everything in between. I'm Stefaneschi. That's Nick Priest. That way.
Apparently, I'm a shaved beard, Nick Priest, because he thinks I'm crazy looking.
I didn't know. I called this dude. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Right.
I called this dude a few days ago. He picks up the phone and he looked like that. And I was like,
yep.
I looked at the phone to make sure I called the right person.
I looked at him blank stare. I was like, what?
Yeah. And then he wouldn't even acknowledge it. I'm like, what the hell? And he goes, what are you talking about? As if it's normal.
It's no. Well, I mean, yeah, it's normal. It's normal.
I'm over it already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I get it.
Right.
You see, it's gonna get hot, and you're gonna be like, short beard is nice.
Did I make the right move or not, guys? You can let me know. I don't know. I'm whatever. It's cool.
I wouldn't have done it when it was cold out. I mean, I guess it's not cold.
Yeah.
Not where you are. Here,
No.
I would never go down a size in beard ever during the cold.
Right. Yeah.
It makes your face cold. This is
Definitely
my blanket. I don't have much
I
of one.
could tell a difference, outside. I was like, wow, I can really feel some of this going on.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it didn't feel weird.
Yeah, I looked at myself and I was like, what an asshole.
No, I meant feeling like when you're like moving your head around, it's a lot lighter.
Like as soon as I shaved it, I was like, wow, this is weird. And I look like an asshole. Like,
well,
the whole move was a terrible idea, but it is what it is now. So it's
look who remembered.
Oh, hey.
There he is. What's up, David?
What's going on, Josh?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to put it away. Hey, Josh. Yeah. Anyway, so
Phoenix is nice.
I actually I did. Today was a weird Monday for me. I did all PDR today. I did not go into the body shop. I had a dent that I attempted on Friday, and it was too big, so I had to go and finish it today. Happy I did that. He doesn't like my tone.
So you did what now? You had a dent repair that made it into the next day? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I had to go back and finish it up. I mean, it was the guy said it wasn't that bad. The pictures he sent me were horrible, and I was dumb enough to put a price on it.
So the picture only?
Well, I always say it could be this, so I leave myself room. And then when I saw it in person, honestly, the crease was so long and so straight, it almost looked like a body line. And I just didn't analyze it enough, and I was like, all right, you know what, even though it is deeper and bigger, I could do it for that price. Then he goes away, and there was a bedside decal. I rubbed that off. I pull the bed cap off. I pull the tail light out, get it all apart, get it all cleaned off, and I go to
what the hell is this?
Hell? Is it done now? What are you? Okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, so then I went to stick my Illuminant flip light on it because it was pretty deep. I wanted to get a good look into it, and it didn't stick to the panel. Brand new Tundra bedsides are aluminum now.
Yeah.
News flash. Oh,
fancy.
Away right then, stuck the new decal on right over that crease, charged him for the decal, and moved on.
So it was right in the decal area. You could.
It was, and the pictures didn't show anything at all. So anyway, and like I said, it was kind of it was kind of an optical illusion. It didn't look that bad. And then you went and put a tool on it, and it's like, oh my god, this is bad. And not to mention it was like 10 degrees out, so that makes everything harder too.
Oh, wow, it was 70 here today, so I mean, it's pretty good weather. Pretty good.
But
not to brag.
We're already talking dents, and we don't have Ryan out here. Let's bring out our guest. You ready?
Let's get him out. Yeah, let's go.
Ryan, thanks for joining us, man.
What up?
What's going on?
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Doing good.
You and I have talked a few times because you always tend to make it up to the Dents for Kids events up here in Connecticut. And
oh yeah,
think Nick, I told you about him. I might not have mentioned him by name, but I think I told you at the end of the last Dent for Kids, I was like, I need Stanliner tools. And you're
I remember that.
Why? And I'm like, because this guy showed me all the ones, and he showed me how they're used, and I'm like, no, I need them.
Yeah.
So that's Ryan.
Okay.
I do like tools. I don't know. So I was never trained by Stanliner. I kind of just picked it up just from watching so many videos online and seeing other people mess with it. But they're awesome. They are really good tools.
I mean,
I have a few myself that I really enjoy.
I have a Dent right now. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. For starting out, if you do want to get involved with them, I recommend a lot of their hand tools because you could use those same techniques, and because you're so close with the tool to the panel and the leverage point, you have a lot of control. So it's very forgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you got good. A new co-host.
A new co-host. Yes, finally someone commented on it. Jeez. Oh man.
What's up, Jake?
But no, that's you impressed me because I mean, looking at these tools, the Stanliner tools, it can easily be like, how the heck does that work? You know, but just the push spot is different than the tip. You know, and
yes,
and I liked how you talked about it. You said this isn't your push tip. This is your gathering tip. This is where you gather the metal. And then like even just saying that, it was like light bulb. I'm like, it's a good descriptor.
If you really look at a lot of the Stanliner tools, they have multiple like usable areas to push or drag or roll or do whatever the case. But a lot of the times the traditional pushing that we use, which is like a tricep motion, especially like direct pressure, a lot of people try to utilize a lot of the tips that way, and I don't think a lot of those are meant for that. There are some which you can clearly get away with, like a lot of the Stanliner swords and some of the fishtails, but again, I think they're more of like a rolling or gathering motion where you're like, it's almost like a crescent shape motion with your wrist. So you're applying a little bit of downwards pressure, but it is an indirect twisting motion.
That's so interesting. I gotta pick some up, and I gotta start playing with it. I mean, even the dent I've got right now waiting for me to finish it up because I had time to go start a dent after the one I did today.
Nice.
It was there's a low spot right by a bottom edge on a Silverado bedside, so it's really strong. There's kind of cracked paint from the damage already, so I don't really want to glue pull. And man, I can just picture one of those Stanliners fitting right in there and being able to just work that low. So I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. But you know, it's just as Nick has told me many times, when you're out there and you're doing the dents, you're gonna notice the things that you need that you don't have. And 100%. Those are the things that you should buy, not the shiny new thing that you want.
A lot of the so a mentor of mine told me pretty much pick whatever tools you want, leave it in the cart for like 3 to 4 weeks, go to work, and if you still want those same tools, buy them.
That's I like that. It was put it in the shopping cart. I like that. I know Ryan's working off his phone, so I'm gonna let him know some of the people that are saying hi. You got David White says hi.
Whitey, what up, Whitey?
Jay Sanchez, Corey Nichols,
what up?
Ryan Shuddy.
Shuddy's in my market.
amongst others. I mean, Daniel Powell, Dustin Brunson. Got some new names
Nice.
in here tonight. So yeah, thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely.
I
So yeah.
know-
Sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know another guy that likes shiny tools. He's over here hanging out with us.
Yeah, he lives vicariously through me because I buy everything. So he's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you got those new things? Let me check them out." You know,
Right.
And
I probably
I
buy
would do
more
it.
than I should.
I do
I'm the same way.
100%.
It doesn't take Stefan much convincing at all. He's just like, it's a new tool out here, and they're like, oh wow, yeah, that's I got to go buy it. It's mine. I don't even know if it works. I'm just gonna buy it.
My reasoning
Yeah.
is you can't tell what's the best if you can't use them all. So there's
You don't tell me these things. I don't need more reasons to buy things.
Mhm.
No, I'm currently kind of putting down the buying credit card, and I got to make some money right now. So that's what the name of the game
Oh,
is
yeah.
right now. I have enough to get my job done. That's sometimes you have to realize that.
Oh yeah, you got plenty.
like you got to start too. So like when you
Right.
start developing like your style of pushing or how you like to work. So like me coming from a Dent Wizard background, I really didn't do a lot of R&I compared to you guys. So your tool choicing off the rip, due to the access is probably going to be a little different than mine would be, just because I was going through like windows, electrical ports, drain plugs, drilling if I could,
Right.
the plug by the door handle, like you name it. So
Right.
you guys would probably pull a panel in 30 seconds compared to, me when I was a lot guy. I was telling the dealership to do it, and I'll do the dent for cheap because I'm not pulling any panel out in their lot.
I
Yeah.
get it. I get
Yeah.
it. Well, I mean, if it's a lot, I might not either.
Right.
It all depends. It's
Depends on how
everyone's
sharp
different.
your drill bit is at the time. Right?
And if you can find it,
Yeah.
it's when
Well-
you can't find the drill bit. It's great.
Well, we are talking about your story where you Dent Wizard and all that stuff, but let's go back to the
Yeah.
beginning. How did you get into that? What did you do before that, if you done anything?
Yeah, so going back to just getting out of high school, I was going to college, going to community college, got my AA, and then got accepted into a local law school. Decided not to do that, work with cars, and then I left for dent school within like 3 months of me working with cars. I started out doing R&I at Bel Air Auction. So I was just taking apart bumpers, door cards, whatever, you name it. Not dropping headliners, surprisingly. But essentially, after I think maybe 2.5 months, they had a position open, and they asked me if I wanted to be a dent guy, and I literally left within 48 hours of them telling me or asking me if I wanted to be a dent guy, and just didn't really look back.
Nice. What was the draw
Yeah.
to it? Did you know any dent guys?
I did not. So, the only reason why I wanted to be a dent guy was essentially because I decided not to pursue the law school situation because I really wasn't too happy. And my girlfriend, which is my wife at the time, wife now, she essentially told me, you should do what you like. And long story short, I took a pay cut, worked with cars, and it worked out somehow, some way.
Who was where did the law come in? Was there pressure from somebody to go to law school?
I feel like as like a younger generation, college was always like the option. Trades weren't really like a thing, which is weird enough. My entire family was tradesmen, and they were pursuing me to go to college, and I ended up not going to college, and then pursued a trade. So there's that.
Okay. That's the opposite for me. Everybody in my family has gone to college, and I'm the only one that didn't. So it's interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
it's crazy how it works out.
Yeah. You could probably argue really good with somebody, I'm sure, if you went to law school.
Oh, get me going with pricing. Let's go. No,
I'm sure. I'm sure you can like just the whole circle an argument like crazy.
Man,
Um,
that would be another person that would be good as a body shop writer. Also,
Yeah.
yes.
Right. I
Yeah.
agree.
yeah, for
I was
sure.
really so for my law pursuing career, I say that I was going after like corporate law, so like contract law. So really, I'm kind of trying to find like loopholes and just figure out ways to get out of stuff.
Mhm.
Yep, yep. I mean, that's good though because I mean, a lot of guys they were, not into getting into the glue pole. So, when you were starting PDR, so we're back when you're starting, you took the dent job. Was there a lot of glue pulling at that time? Like, did they teach it
So
while
there
they were teaching you to
was,
push?
yeah. So when I went to Dent Wizard, it was 8 weeks, and they had a couple days of glue pulling. However, when I first got out of Dent School, there wasn't a cordless glue gun yet, so people were still using glue guns plugged into cigarette lighters
Mm-hmm.
or extension cords if they were lucky enough to have power.
Mm-hmm.
So people weren't using it as much as today, that's for sure.
Okay.
Like really big, nasty dents, they were just muscling them out. And really, lateral tension wasn't as widely used in PDR up
Mm-hmm.
until recently. So that's why a lot of guys, I feel like back in the day, they always joke like, "Oh, I blew out my shoulder or my rotator cuff or my elbow," because they really were muscling those dents out. It's not like the equipment we have today where you could use a porta power or like a K power and set up a ratchet strap system, and you're making that thing manageable fairly quick.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep. You're not lying. I'm barely into my PDR career, and I did a dent. So, it must have been this big, goes to the edge of a Silverado, and in a few hours, I have that thing ready just to take details out of it. Other than that edge, there's the edge is a little tougher area, but I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's amazing with if you're using the lateral tension and the glue pulling techniques, how fast you can walk out some really nasty stuff. So yeah, I think we're definitely got some advantages today over before, and cordless glue guns and everything as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Still there, Ryan?
Ryan left us.
Hmm.
Oh no. Hey, you remember when we had our episode 1 and 2? That kind of stuff happened to me.
Yeah, Nick would just be gone randomly.
I would just be gone. Yeah, I would be over here sweating the whole time because I would know my camera's about to shut off, but at what time? Who knows?
It happens.
So,
it happens.
yeah.
Well, hopefully he gets back in here quick. Well, I'm going to use this opportunity to tell everybody about. He's back. I'm still going to tell you about.
Oh, I am so sorry.
No, don't worry about it, man. You're fine.
Back. Welcome back.
No problem at all.
I'm sorry.
Everybody,
Customers
welcome Ryan back.
I am going to use the little break as an opportunity to tell people about the Facebook group that I don't think is getting enough attention. It's called the Lucky Dent Tech, and there are raffles in here for tools, awesome tools. Well, like this first one is Daniel Grom's Moto Mount 360 Pro. And what they're having you do is you go to Paul Corden's The Give Send Go to help Paul, and you make a donation for the amount that they're saying for whatever you want to do, and then you go into the comment section and you post a picture of your receipt. You can see I did one for the Moto Mount. And there's pretty good chances here. I mean, only 2 people have gotten in on this, and it's been out 7 days. So, I mean, for $175, you could grab a Moto mount and get the ultimate motorcycle tank mount until Chris Worrells comes out. And then, but there's other options too. There's other tools being given out. Like this one is from Jake Thomas. It's the GUV indexing handle, which I saw that at MTE. It was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it was.
It's a very versatile handle. It does about anything. But I mean, there's stuff in here, guys. Come in. This one's $50 to enter. This one's only $30 to enter. There's some that are like $19 to enter. Usually get a grip umbrella. It's useful stuff. So Lucky Dent Tech over on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. And it has that crazy cartoon at the top. So
Okay. All right.
for those that don't know, and Chris Worrell says coming soon on his motorcycle tank stand, which honestly, I love Chris's motorcycle tank stand. I think that's the one. If I have to buy one, that's the one I think I'm going to buy, because I just like the versatility. I like how much you can move that tank around and position it any way you want, and I like the vacuum plate for my situation.
I did tell him that thing looks like it really sucks, and it does. It really gets a grip on the ground.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to go to MTE? I didn't see you there, Ryan.
I was at MTE. This was the first MTE. I didn't go crazy and buy everything, so I tried to take a chill pill. As soon as I got home, I spent like $1,500, but I didn't buy anything at MTE.
I was pretty good myself. I kept it under 1,000, which is really good.
That's really good. Normally that's like day one.
I mean, that's pretty much what did Nick and we walked in, did our podcast on Saturday, and then walked around and did booth videos all day till the show was closed. They were packing up when we were doing our last video.
Right. And we didn't catch nowhere near what we wanted, and we were kind of rushing. You know, I mean, like we were trying to make it good, but at the same time, we were like, let's go to the next one right quick, right fast.
All day. So that kept me from buying tools. Which is good.
We didn't get to catch nowhere near the video that we wanted. So, I mean, that's a learning experience too, like it takes more than one day really to get everybody that you want to get into a video, really.
Well, we should do both days then I won't buy any tools. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Just fill my time with doing videos. Anyway, so you're at Dent Wizard. You've been there. I forget how far we got into this. So did you
the beginning of glue pulling?
Okay, all right. So we were talking about glue pulling when you were learning.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird.
So from what I recall, there was a lot of techs that had the glue pull tabs and glue, but the power aspect was a problem. And then as soon as the Eliminate glue gun came out, like some people had the Stucky glue gun, some guys were using the Eliminate glue gun. As soon as cordless came out, glue became like everyone's best friend, like fairly quick.
That makes sense. It's a great way to move bulk metal, fast. So I love glue pulling. I get myself in trouble with glue pulling. Pulling paint off of everything. But
there are certain cars there's certain manufacturers you don't want to stick a tab on, that's for sure.
I'm learning. Learning.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, hold your breath, my friend.
Right.
Yeah. Tad, there's cordless glue guns. Yes, Tad, there's cordless glue. That's amazing.
Y'all have
you got guys like Tad.
But yeah, okay.
Tad was a hidden gem. He came out of nowhere.
We got to get him on a show. We were supposed to have him on the show at MTE, but that was just a crazy day, and it just didn't work out. We'll have to have Tad on soon.
It was crazy how we just to say that for a second. It was crazy how we got our guest on the show that day.
We were about to go live, and we're just like, let's walk around and grab the first person we see.
We didn't have anybody. It was like,
that's awesome.
It was like, I don't know who we're gonna talk about. And we're like,
we got Pablo. I don't know how to say his last name. Roja. It's from PDR Mex. Yeah, he was awesome.
Okay.
It was great talking to him.
Yeah, he was hanging out with his wife, and they were just looking around, not bothering anybody. And we're like, hey, We're gonna talk to you for a minute. Like, really?
Just grab them.
That's the
Oh, man.
perfect spot to just find someone, though. Really.
Right. I mean, yeah. There was
I mean,
somebody
yeah, we're
there.
just like, let's just go walking. We'll find somebody, you know.
Right.
There's plenty
Oh,
of
yeah.
people to choose from. But yeah, no, we didn't run into you. We were just so busy. Honestly, like I said, we had so much to do at MTE this year, which I enjoy. That's my favorite event. Won't miss it.
I spent a lot of my time hanging out with some people from the detail side. Shout out Detail Solutions. I'm actually partnering with them in the near future, so I was hanging out with those guys for a lot of the MTE, and
Okay.
their side's pretty cool as well. If you guys haven't really like glanced over there, they have a lot of innovation and kind of similar stuff going on with dents. Like they have
Mhm.
software, clearly all the ceramic, the rag companies, you got touch up everywhere. So
Mm,
it's more of product base, as in like materials, like you're using stuff,
mhm,
than like here's a water blade for this type of whatever. It's
mm.
less tooling, I would say.
Okay. No, it definitely is the way. I mean, I have to get into it eventually, because even right now, when I'm trying to buff out my sanding marks, I don't like the compound I'm using.
Hmm.
It's crap, so I got to get something better, and I probably should get, nice pads. I really don't know how to polish at all, so I gotta get into that stuff. And
Yeah.
like we were talking about before the show, I do have the I want to build a business, not just a job for
Hmm.
myself. And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
part of that is going to include more than just PDR. So
Oh yeah.
I should dive in now. So yeah, that should be my goal for next year's MTE, is to get over on that detail side.
See
And
what's
really
going on.
dive into it and talk to some people,
Mhm.
make some connections. I have tons of connections in the PDR world.
Right.
So
But just lacking
Expand your
on
horizons at
those
all
others.
costs.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I agree.
totally believe in that. That's great advice. That's great
Mhm.
advice.
Yeah, like if you can take something from somebody, even if it's what not to do, or maybe like a golden nugget here and there, like over time, that's what really matters. When you apply all that to what you do and put your own twist on it,
Hmm.
I mean, that's what's so crazy about, the reconditioning world. There's so many different ways to do what we do. And same thing with detail side. You got guys that want to do high end, you got guys doing volume, you got guys doing dealers, you got guys doing private customers. Like it's
Mhm.
almost the same difference.
Hmm. Yeah. Plus, I'd love to be able to do some real scratch repair. You see these videos of these guys
Oh
filling
yeah.
scratches with color and then clear and getting it. You can still see a slight impression if you catch the light on it, but it's like mostly
Hmm.
gone.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
my customers
Yeah.
would love that. All of them. you know?
Honestly, if you're doing a nasty dent for someone, if you buff that sucker clean, they're more happy about that than they are the dent repair in most
I
cases.
know. I've noticed.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, people love their paint. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, just like they love painters,
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Uh,
They're all needed. We all play a
yeah. Oh
part,
yeah. No, you're 100%. You're 100%.
Yeah, I like a lot of that stuff on the detail side. Plus, the detail guys in the what did they call that octagon? What did he call that in there? That was pretty cool. The thing that Lee put up. What was it?
the octagon.
Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, they had a lot to say in there as far as like being an actual business owner and making those steps. I figured it would be more
Mhm.
Dentex to say something about that, but no, really, it was the detail side that stepped up and had the most to say about it, which was pretty interesting to think about. A lot of
It is
times,
funny. Like
yeah. Go ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
say the detailers care more about lights than I feel like dent guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. They want all the lights, all the different kinds.
Mhm.
I go to a detail shop sometimes, and these guys got lights everywhere, like just
Oh
stick
yeah.
LED lights on their faces and all this stuff, and they're just doing all kinds of whatever, and I I don't know. I just show up in there with this one light, and I'm like in and out, and they're like, "Wow, you're already done?" Yep. And I'm like, dang, I still got this whole car to do. So, but they look like mad scientists in there,
They
just
do.
all the time. It's kind of crazy.
Some of those high-end detail shops though are killing it, like killing it.
Yeah, Tad was talking about they have some cool cars over there. I don't know why we didn't do any high-end, dent repair over there.
Get pictures, take your business pictures with all the nice cars. Everyone
Yeah.
grab a
You wanna
whiteboard, a dent rod.
You want to go do the Dent Olympics on the Lamborghini over there? In the
Yeah, why
corner?
not? Yeah.
I would
That's a
like to
liability.
be able to like work on stuff like that at least once. I hope I can do it more. And in general, I've always had the mentality because I've done body work to high-end cars. And you just got to treat it like anything else. If you're a talented quality technician, you just got to treat it like anything else, because if you treat it special, you're gonna mess up. You're probably gonna mess
100%.
up, especially with painting.
Yeah.
Just treat it like everything else, and then it comes out.
I agree. I agree with that. And like James says here, like 50% of his business is paint correction. I feel like a lot of dent repair shops also have paint correction and window tinting all under the same thing. And that's like
shops itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those three have to
feel
be
like it's
done for a reason, I guess. I mean, those are the most, what people do to vehicles. So
yeah,
makes sense.
I feel like as PDR guys, you kind of need to know a little bit about manipulating clear coat to an extent, because most dents do have a scuff or transfer or something to where if you want to do a very high quality repair, you want to get rid of that so you can see everything about that dent and not just leave the scuff and scratch or whatever there. But there's a fine line. Like I tell a lot of my customers, I can buff and polish and I can make it look nice, but someone who only buffs and polishes and does wet sand and buff and touch up, like they're gonna blow me out of the water. Like that's what they do. I kind of do it, but not to the quality or level that they do it at.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the way I approach it with people. I say I do my best, I'll make it look better, but there are professionals out there you can contact after we do this, and they can make it look even better.
Right.
Yeah, and there's almost like a different selling point with PDR versus like paint correction or ceramic. Like if someone brings in like a bad dent for like dent repair, it's almost like a breakup stage. Like you're telling them bad news. But when someone comes in for ceramic or like a full correction, like you tell them it's going to be XYZ and they're still over the moon because they're so happy their car is there. Like it's a different mental like switch almost with customers.
And I feel like that's a great way to just get dent work. They want to come in and get their stuff ceramic coated and paint corrected, and you get that locked down. And then you walk around a car and go, oh, so you got a few dings here. It'd be best if we take those out first. You want me to take those out for X amount of money? And then, oh, yeah. So like I totally agree. That should all go together. Brendan Schmitz, I don't know who you're talking to, because you could be talking to.
He's definitely talking about Ryan, not me. Definitely
or
not.
that guy. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, yeah. He got a new co-host. How about that? Guys?
I don't know who you're
Jeff
talking
McMahon
about.
says, "What's up, dude?"
What up, Jeff?
Ron comes in with the wavy hand.
I should say,
what up?
The Dent Dude on Instagram said we should start doing our booth videos on Friday. So obviously that comment was a while ago. Sorry, the Dent Dude.
I did. Just for Ryan. Yeah, you're right.
Nick trimmed up for Ryan. See, he's talking about Tad, the little picture in the corner. I agree. Okay, so let's get back to your story. We're at Dent Wizard.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I love this bouncing around. It makes for a great conversation. The more flowing a conversation is, the better the show goes. So it's good. But yeah, we're back at Dent Wizard. So how long were you at Dent Wizard? Were you always at one location, or did you move around at all?
Oh, okay. So I'll if you don't really know much about Dent Wizard, essentially
You don't.
uh yeah, essentially they give you a route. They have certain locations to where you get out of school and they just kind of stick you where you fit. Um
Mhm.
Essentially, well, at least in my situation, they didn't really have any pre-planned route work. So there was kind of like transitions of where it's like, hey, go with this guy, learn from him for a little bit. And I'm still on a salary at this point. This is like year one, like going into year
Okay.
one. So not even a year experience. Excuse me. Like follow this guy, learn from him. Essentially, we did like a volume training at like a fixed facility. So you figure
Okay.
out like makes, models, manufacturers. Let's say you have a Honda in there, you go to take the taillight out. Well, cool, the bumper has to come off. You go and get like a Traverse in there, you go to take the taillight out. Well, the bumper doesn't have to come off. So you figure out, random nuances of cars in that way.
That's
And
cool.
then once you do like your volume training, you follow someone on like a route. So you get to see how they speak with customers, manage themselves, which is a huge thing, use their time, which is also huge. You get to see like how everyone's a little bit different. Some guys really don't want to get to work till like 9. Other guys are there at 8, have their cars walked and cars approved by 9. And like you kind of figure out, essentially the caliber of technician you want to be, right?
Mm,
And then once you kind of understand the business side of things, you're then cut loose shortly after to then be independent and kind of represent Dent Wizard and then be yourself.
okay. Okay.
Mhm.
That's a great description because I knew parts of that just listening to people's
Hmm.
stories, but nobody's
Yeah.
ever really spelled
Hmm.
it out for me like that. Chris wants to know how much what do you make during that time when you're doing salary?
So salary at the time, I don't know if they
It
still
might be
do this,
different now,
but
right?
yeah, it was a $2,500 a month, but it was considered a draw. So let's say uh, I'm a new tech, I have X percentage to make and cover that $2,500 a month. You apply that percentage times the total amount, and then you get that draw coverage amount. So if
Mhm.
I
Hmm.
recall, I think it was around like 8 or 9 grand to cover the draw as a new tech
Okay.
billing.
Okay.
So it's nice because they know you're probably not going to be as efficient and produce as much as you want, but it
Right.
Mhm.
also gives you the security to focus on your work and not think about money and shortcuts and stuff
Hmm.
like that. Because really, if honestly, I was in a position where I was able to not really worry about money due to my living situation for like 4 or 5 years. So I
Okay.
was just learning the trade to my best ability. And I think that kind of
That's
catapulted me a little
great.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
That's really great. No, Dent Wizard seems like a great place to start if you want to learn PDR. And I think it's not just the training, but it's that they throw you in with other trainers and you're in the
Mhm.
wholesale world. You get the repetitions in, and it's like you said, how the technician manages themselves and how they speak to
Hmm.
customers and stuff. Man, that would be useful to see somebody doing. I'm a visual
Yeah.
learner, man. I didn't get to
Right.
see
Oh,
that
yeah.
at all. It's just I
So, like,
showed
as
up
a
at a
young,
house.
yeah,
So
that's one thing I mean, I love that lizard. They treated me good. It's just
yeah.
I had to do at one point what was best for me, but
Hmm.
I kinda you need to utilize the environment you're in. So, when I was with Dent Wizard, all the independents at least, I was still going to MTE. Everyone was like, "Oh, they have so much work, whatever."
Hmm.
And I tried to maximize my metal time. By the time I left Dent Wizard, my invoice number was over 300,000. So that means
Hmm.
I probably did at least, I mean, in 8 years, probably over 1,000,000 dents.
Yeah. Right.
So
Wow.
that's insane metal time compared to as a put it in perspective, I'm an independent now. I had a long day today and I did 3 dents all
Right.
day.
Right.
I mean, they were nasty dents, but I did 3 dents.
Right.
Where when I was a Dent Wizard, we were getting 20 cars a day at some dealers in some locations. So like the volume was just crazy before COVID.
Yeah, that's very cool. I mean, I've had other technicians kind of almost complain that I didn't go through that, and they're
really?
pretty much telling me I shouldn't be out doing dents because I didn't
Well,
do Dent Wizard wholesale.
Here's the thing, right? Like, if I strictly just did that wholesale and put the blinders on, I still wouldn't be the tech I am today. I had to go to MTE. I had to talk to 500 different techs. I had to listen to the older techs. I had to pick their brain. Like, there's still a want that you have to be good. I mean, there's dent techs that have been doing dents for 20, 25 years, and in my opinion, I don't think they're where they should be because they got comfortable 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I see some 3 to 5 year techs doing stuff that I could never imagine myself doing. And I've been doing it for 10 years. Like, seriously, some of these new techs are killers.
It's
Tooling does help as well.
Tooling helps. The amount of information now that you can get, like how many online trainings are there? Like so many. Like people ask for online training. I used to be able to list just like 3. Yeah. Now there's so many. There's so many. Too many to list. It's like I list 1. I'm like, this is the one I use. I'm like, there are others too. Like, but I'm sure they're great. But it's so the hey Matt. But yeah,
there is a lot of different ways now to get into dent repair versus, I mean, 10 years ago, let's just say. So, I mean, the whole industry has really took a huge leap forward in saying that, like 3 to 5 year dent techs. Okay. So 5 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago now, these are where these dent techs started learning. That's where all this stuff really started exploding with Kiko's training, and then everybody else coming out with all these other things, lateral tension at the time. So yeah,
PDR College and their advanced skills seminars.
Yeah,
huge.
I think 26. So I started doing dents in 2016, and I think that was like the absolute peak of the PDR technological boom. You see a lot of light companies come out with new stuff. You've seen glue come out. For a while, I mean, really, Cactus Green and Tab Weld were like the only things people were grabbing. I remember in my market, specifically, my one of my local Dent Wizard managers, they had this glue called Orange Fire. And I tried it in the summer, and it was amazing. And I still use that to this day. So, like, just the development and being a part of it, like, I didn't have 5 years of pushing where people didn't want to tell each other how to fix dents. Like, as soon as I started, everyone wanted to help each other, and then technology just made it that much better.
I mean,
it skyrocketed everyone forward, seriously.
Everyone who's staying up on the new methods.
Yes.
I totally agree with you. And I mean, it is pretty amazing to see what some of the guys are doing. I mean, I've got some idols now that have been doing dents maybe 1 year more than me, but they're just blowing me out of the water. Sizing. I think of Daniel Kraus, and I think he's a few more years than I am, but like seriously impressive skills.
There is also something that, like Matt was saying, make yourself uncomfortable. Everybody has a different place in which they're uncomfortable, or like a fear of not being able to do something sets in. And the best way to overcome that is to tackle that head on, work on that all the time, get as much out of that as you get familiar with it. Once you get past that, you start getting some wins in, you start feeling good about it. Then it takes that uncomfortable feeling out, and then that's how you grow as a tech, essentially. Same. I mean, being a tech, but as a business owner in general, or anybody in general, just tackle those things that are uncomfortable for you. And, that's where the growth happens. And he's exactly right there. You got to keep yourself uncomfortable.
I like to
and accountable.
Take a line from my leadership training: is you spend time out in the skinny branches. That's where the fruit is.
Yeah.
but it's risky. So you
Yeah.
get out of your comfort zone. That's where the good stuff is.
Right.
So
Oh yeah.
Right. And it's easy to
It's
want to be comfortable, to want to, do something. Like you said, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being like a 9 a.m. tech or anything like that, whatever. If that's the way
Oh,
you
not
want
at
to
all.
work. And like I said, everybody has, and we were talking about this before the show, actually, talking about everybody has their hobbies or things that they really want to do, and this may be a means to do
Yeah.
that. If that's you, that's
Yep.
cool, whatever your end goal is. But if you want to continually progress and be better at everything, not just dent repair, but whatever, if you want to be better at window tinting, detailing, whatever it is to add to your business, you got to push yourself to those uncomfortable points and get in there, get familiarize yourself with all these other things. So yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Speaking of, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You first.
Being a part of Dent Wizard, I was petrified to walk in the new dealers and talk to them and sell myself. Like I
Mhm.
was not the person to just go up and talk to anyone. But quite frankly, after you've been told no 20,000 times, you don't care anymore.
Right.
I'll go
Right.
talk to anyone. It doesn't
You,
matter.
you
Yep.
just go in
Yeah.
there and be like, yeah, you're probably gonna say no. I get it, whatever. But I'm here for this. You
Here's
just
here's
kind of
my pitch. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh well, he called me back, and I was kind of an a-hole to him. What happened here? Kind of
Yeah.
that stuff. And you
Yeah.
go in there with like good demeanor, and you're in there and you're all kind of shy, like, and they're like, I don't want this guy.
Mhm.
I don't want this guy.
Mhm.
Get him out of my store.
Yeah.
So speaking of uncomfortable,
Mhm.
you left Dent Wizard, and took a leap.
Yes.
So what
Yes, I did.
was that like? Can you speak on that whole? Did you go right into your own business, or did you have another stop along the way?
So I did leave Dent Wizard, and let me say, I was comfortable with Dent Wizard. I wasn't like struggling. It wasn't like I can't do this or whatever the case was. They
Mm,
treated me well, and I still
mm,
think I would be at Dent Wizard if certain situations were different, but
sure.
so be it.
Mhm.
However, I did work for Dentless Touch, which is a great, great, great retail uh, dent shop. I worked at Springfield, Virginia with Christopher Ray.
Mm,
I was with them for about a year, and then I also was doing some sublet work and then going back to Dentless Touch for about a year after that. And then this is my first full year on my clothes now. So Dent
okay.
Wizard was a W-2 situation, and then Dentless Touch moving forward was a 1099 and then business owner. So it's a
Gotcha.
little different ballpark.
Mm,
I can't really show up to work and rely on them figuring it out for me anymore. I kind of had to
Right.
make it and figure it out on my own, different type of
mm,
responsibility. But I think is good. If you're a good tech, I think good techs manage themselves, and when they manage themselves, they manage their work and the business very well. Because
Mhm.
in PDR, essentially, it's about control. People want control of the repair, the price, and their work environment. And I think if you can have all those three, really sky's the limit per se.
Yeah.
I like that. I
You
like
know,
that.
I would say that the way that Dent Wizard set you up kind of prepared you to be not only a tech but an owner or a business person per se, versus
Yes.
just working
Mhm.
like working in a body shop. If you work under W-2 or something, you're there. You go to the same place every day. I mean, you see the same people,
Mhm.
you get comfortable with that. People feed you work or whatever. The next job comes through, whatever. But when you're doing like how you did it, like going to these body shops, being uncomfortable, all that stuff, that prepared you. So it wasn't really that uncomfortable
A
for you to
shock.
say, okay, let
Yeah.
me start my own business. Wasn't really
Mhm.
that.
You
It
The
got
was
some.
more
just like the next step, but a confident next step
Yes.
already. Gotcha.
Yes. It was more of it wasn't like hesitation, it was more of like unknown. And
Hmm.
there was a couple people that I think I would still work for.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like I would have shorted them not being the best technician I wanted to be,
Mm,
because I knew at one point I wanted to try this for myself, if that makes sense.
hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I was in a similar. I've thought about going into work for other PDR companies, and
Mhm.
I know that I'd want to do my own thing. So I almost feel like I'd be robbing them by starting
Exactly. Yes.
something, knowing I wasn't there to stay.
Is that
Yes.
what was your hesitation though? Was your hesitation to start your own business, or what was that?
So my hesitation to start my own thing, I had a non-compete when I left Dent Wizard, so I
Okay.
had to navigate that. But the hesitation working strictly for myself was just the unknown. So
Okay.
I was comfortable with dealing with like dealerships, body shops, like retail. I was all fine with that stuff.
Mhm.
But the marketing side and being able to consistently put that amount of work that I wanted in front of me to make it to where I wasn't really going backwards,
Yeah.
that was where I was a little hesitant because you have
Gotcha.
to generate, a fair amount of money, and nothing's promised. Like today, the same dealers I do today, next week they might, use another dent guy or something. I don't know. Like, and I'm not gonna say I'm in every account like a cockroach. Like, it's not like that. Like, I
Mm.
respect them. They're a business. I'm simply
Right.
providing a solution. If they
Mhm.
want to use someone else, so be it. But I hope I'm still the best solution for them.
Yeah.
That's a good mentality to have. And
Mhm.
if they do
Hmm.
drop you, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Move on.
Mm.
If you
Yeah.
continue
Call
to
me if
do
you need
great
me.
work, I feel like the work kind of at a certain point kind of provides itself. It's
It
so
does.
if you're a good technician in a shop and you lose that shop, well, maybe somebody who did like you there changes to a different shop
Mhm.
and brings you into that shop, because you were such a
Yes.
good tech in
Yep.
the first one.
I
So
like how you say solution, because it is a problem that they have, and you are providing a
Yeah.
solution.
We
mhm.
And
get paid to fix mental anguish for these people.
right,
And in
Mhm.
and
most cases, some of these dents don't really matter too much, honestly.
It's
right,
just a piece of metal that's out of shape. Like, who cares?
right. But
Yeah.
people can be out of shape more mentally because they lose something
100%.
like that
Right.
than
Right.
and it's really all about just wording. If he said, well, this body shop fired me as a dent guy, he got a new dent guy, so obviously he's better than me. But if you change it around and you say, well, they found a solution that works for them, and I got to fill in another solution for somebody else. It doesn't sound as
Mhm.
terrible.
Yeah. It's I mean, realistically, we're just trying to be as plug and play as possible to as
Mhm.
many
Mhm.
businesses and people as we can.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, and sometimes, like, I have some accounts where
Mhm.
they don't want good quality. And I tell them, I'm like, guys, I'm kind of expensive for what you guys want.
Yeah.
Right.
And they like how honest I am and they want me to keep coming back.
Right.
And all I can say is thank you, really. Like I'll
Mhm.
do whatever you want within reason, but I will be so honest. I'll probably lose business being as honest as I am, which is fine.
Mhm.
It's not a
I
big deal.
I'd rather be that way than getting the money being dishonest. 100%.
I
Every single
mhm,
person who contacts me with a photo and they've got paint damage, first I tell you, better repair will happen at the paint shop, at the body shop. That's where they will fix it and paint it. I'm just gonna
mhm,
fix it. We can touch it up
mhm.
and stuff, but
Right.
I said, first, I want you to know that I think the better repair is over there.
Mhm.
So, do you still want to come to me or not? And then if they almost always are like, yeah, I just want it worked out. It's like, okay, now we're talking, like I've been honest,
Yeah,
let's move on from there. And
Right.
most of my Google reviews, if you look at them, mention how honest I am. So I've got a
yeah,
Google review from someone I didn't even do work for. I told him he should go to a body shop. He left me a great Google review. But it's like,
yep.
thank you, like,
I got a
That's a plus.
I got one similar. I actually showed up to this guy's house and uh he had a hail car and he sent me a couple pictures. I'm like, yeah, you can't estimate hail from pictures. Well,
hmm,
I zoomed in and he had mountains on his car.
hmm,
It was all previously repaired hail. And I told him he just got this car from the dealer, like less than, I'd say 2 days, and he contacted me, and it was a baby blue Honda Pilot, like
Mhm.
baby blue, and every flat panel was ruined.
Mm.
And I was like, "Hey, man, like I'm sorry I can't help you, but you need to get out of this car.
Mm.
Like if you really like this car and you just got it, you need to go to the dealership and get a different one."
Mm.
Well, he contacted me like the next day. Apparently, they drilled somewhere in the trunk and water was just dumping down the inside of his trunk. So I was like, yeah, I would I would definitely get rid of that car sooner than later. And the dealership
Wow.
honored it and he got a different car. And I've fixed his same car probably 10 times since then. And
Right.
he was a customer I could have been like, hey man, like sorry, can't do it. Like not worth the
Right.
time.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
They want to see some kind
Just
of
try to
effort
provide a
goes a long
solution.
way. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah, I have.
Even
Yeah.
if it's not me, I try to provide a solution.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I try to be as transparent as possible. You know, that's all you can really do. That's all you can really do.
Yeah, because what if what if you were in their shoes? Like if I'm in their shoes and I don't know anything about PDR, I would want someone to kind of educate me and give me like the run around, not the run around, but like the whole scenario of like, hey, this is,
Right.
you know, this is what I would do professionally. Maybe this isn't what you want to hear, but it's maybe better for you in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, not necessarily whoop the clipboard out and start writing a bunch of promises down and telling you, you know,
Yeah,
all this crap and how
this will
much it's
be,
going to charge you, and just be
yeah.
realistic. You know, like, you know, this is not a good idea here. You should probably find something else.
Hmm.
I mean, that's really the best answer that you could have gave him. I mean,
I agree.
Yeah, I could have been like, hey, I can make it different, and he would have paid me for minuscule difference. Like,
yeah.
but at the end of the day, he had so much going on.
Mm.
Like, it's just better for him to kind of reassess the situation
Hmm.
instead of me trying to make a penny out of it. Like,
Yeah,
I agree.
it's not always the easy decision, but I mean, yeah, as an honest person, generally that points you in that direction. So
Yep, it does.
Don
really does.
Kavanaugh came in and said, "The kid." Is he talking about you?
oh, Don's awesome. Don's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
man.
we know that. we know
Don's
Don's
the
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought maybe he was talking about Nick
Why?
He was one of the
because
first
we've never
people
seen your
I've met
neck
at
before.
MT.
I look like I got a V-neck. What am I doing? Anyways,
I'm surprised there's not
you know.
a tattoo there that none of us have ever seen.
Yeah, like a neck tattoo.
I don't know.
No, I don't have one of those.
Hudson says the only 1-star review I have is because the dude had a hole in his bedside and I advised him to a body shop. He said he refused to work on his truck. I expect those 1-star reviews. I'm if I get any of those, I'm gonna wear them like a badge of honor.
I think you
'Cause
can fight those.
you probably
I'm
can.
pretty sure you could fight those.
It's just I honestly like I don't like that my reviews are all 5 stars. I need somebody to come in and leave me a 1-star review so I look more real.
What is your Google
Oh,
page
you'll get
review
it.
again?
Oh no,
Don't you
no,
worry.
Nick.
I mean, I'll be happy to help you out. I mean, you know,
I want an actual customer or somebody I've talked to come in and be like, this guy said he wouldn't fix my car. It's like, and I want
the guy with the freshly shaved beard here said, no, this isn't gonna work out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So anyway.
So we're both tool guys, Ryan. I want to know,
Yep.
other than Stanliner, is there something that you are just lately you're like, man, I love this tool? What the hell is the cat?
so
leave my hat alone. Sorry.
One day we're gonna talk
Recently,
you
I
into
just-
wearing that purple hat, by the way.
Not wearing
Is
the
it in the
purple.
back?
The cat's somewhere in the back.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, there's a purple hat on the
Um,
symbol. Pimp hat.
Recently, I just bought the blend soft tip tools, all of them. They're pretty awesome. The 2 shortest versions, the single bend and double bend, I grab them literally every day. I can't stop picking them up. They're crazy.
Are those like the brace tools that are like a hockey stick at the end?
No, they're the soft tip tool. It takes a black chair tip on the.
Oh, okay.
It's like a pushing rod.
Okay.
I think the short one's like 20 inches, I think,
Okay.
and it goes up from there. But they're very good. A lot of people were comparing them to the Ultra ones.
Yeah.
But Ultra's one tool company I really don't have a lot of stuff from. I have a ton of stuff from everyone else, but not much from Ultra.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I have the initial like tip set with the magnetic holder, and then I've got a 36-inch double bend from them, and that's all I have.
Yes, Hudson Blem. He's talking about the Blem soft tip.
Yeah, they're really good. I did real world PDR training online years ago, and that's where I first heard about them, and it just recently got around to buying them. So I have been
It's
slacking
actually
on that.
that's the second or third Blem tool I've been shown recently where I'm like, yeah, that actually looks really damn useful. But like Nick said, show me anything and I'll want it. So
I bet they're in his cart right now. I bet he's putting them in the cart. right now.
I don't have any tools in any of the cart. Well, no, that's not true. A1, I have a cart at A1.
What do you have in there? Let's hear what you have in there.
The Mighty Mouse from Dent Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna have to look. PDRtool.com. It's an easy one. 2 items in your cart. Oh, the Dent Slayer flat rats.
Yeah, Hudson's right.
For the
Blem's super
compact
underrated.
tequila.
Yeah.
The flat rats look really awesome, especially since they're bendable.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would be great on this bedside. No, it wouldn't have been long enough. They did say they were going to make more sizes of those, so maybe I'll wait on until they come out with a bigger
Dent
set.
Slayer butter knife is really good too. That's really good.
Yeah.
Especially trying to get a lot of leverage on like the seam to where you just want to break the seam free, not fully, but just enough to release the edge. They are really good for that.
Mm-hmm.
If you break the seam too much, you'll be chasing it, which kind of sucks. But
so the body guy in me says you can't break the seam.
Oh, direct repair facilities, they consider that a no-no. They will freak out if you do that.
Yeah, it's technically then the panel has to be cut off to get that reapplied. So it's the body guy in me says, no, I'll leave damage.
Yeah, the structured glue, but not
the foam.
Not the foam.
Yeah, I'll cut foam.
Just to clear that up. He's not talking about foam. He's talking about the panel bond OEM structural adhesive.
The inside.
Yeah.
You only find it on the seams, the edges,
ham joints and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're not going to find that on the bracing. Bracing foam, you can cut that and reapply that all day long.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally fine. And even body shops and manufacturers totally allow it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the Blem tools. I have been told quite a few, and I asked if it was the hockey stick ones because there was a post recently. Somebody showed like 5 Blem tools, and they were all brace with a little one kick, just a little hockey stick at the end. And they said they use them all the time. I'm like, yeah, those look really nice. So I got to get some Blem tools. Some of those are great for when you're doing flat panels. Like hail, like if you're on like a hood or a roof and you go to push and the top of the panel is like hitting your hand or your knuckles because they have that kick and it comes back down. It gives you that extra like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of room to where you're not really like busting your knuckles or hitting the top of the panel or rocking off the top of the panel. I like that. I like that. Like that for sure. Well, what's next for Ryan? Are you going to any events that you know of?
I'm not too sure. I try to make it out to all the Dents for Kids stuff that I can. Dents for Kids is my favorite. It's awesome. I love to see all the guys, and it's for a good cause too. So it's even, can't make an excuse not to miss it, really.
I agree. It's a great event. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool to see like I mean, yeah, this is like 15 to 20 technicians. Most of them are business owners, and they're all coming together for one event, like to all work together. And it's being the body guy there. Like I'm being pulled everywhere to R&I everything. like whatever, as long as I'm useful, totally fine. But yeah, I like the dents for kids. I really want to try and make it out to Jeremy's if he does another one. Jeremy Nadu's
I do too.
Ohio.
Those guys rock and roll from what I was
That's what
told.
I
They do
heard,
a
too.
lot of cars. Like a lot of cars. I'd definitely like to see that.
Yeah, their issue is trying to limit the cars now.
Yeah, what is crazy.
Yeah, because they also said the size of the dents that they're getting were way too big. So they were like, we have to set some limitations.
What size are they like accepting in?
It's basically 2 inches or less, which means 3 inches or less. But then they show up with bigger, and if it's going to take hours, then we tell them, you're either going to have to leave and go get a lot more toys, or we're going to schedule you for a dent, because this ain't going to work. I have seen that a few times, but then I've also seen, my first year, I think Roy was over in the corner on a hood for like 3/4 of the day. And the guy was standing over his shoulder, the whole Roy Enos. I think he was he was just the whole, it was a silver hood over in that front corner, and they just left him there all day. He's just pushing on it. And it's like, man, we did not have to do that. The guy brought like 2 toys.
Oh, wow.
But
James Garnett did a nasty rail.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. We were fixing hail on a
Mercedes
Subaru
rail for hours. Yeah. Pretty much if you show up and someone gets on it, you're doing something. Like it's just an assembly line of like, all right, every car gets 30 minutes, whatever happens, see you later.
I mean, most of the situations they come in for one dent that's very normal size and we can handle it no problem. And then you get 6 other dent techs that find 6 other dents all over the car, and we're all just fixing the dents all over the car, and the person's going, I didn't even know those dents were there. David's over there going, they can't stand still. Like they see a dent, they have to fix it.
So how many are you going to finish that jokes are said out there throughout the day? Are you going to finish that dent? Is that pretty common out there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm done with this dent. You're done with that?
You gonna finish that dent?
You call that finished? We're in the Northeast. It's a little more direct. We're not. It's are you gonna finish it?
Oh, I get, why does it look like
you're a hack?
Back there?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh well,
Gotcha.
it's a hell of a time. So yeah, I'd love to see a whole bunch of new faces at the dents for kids, but also the old faces are always fun to see. Nick, you should come up.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Maybe. I mean, if I can find the time, it's a.
You're your own boss. Just schedule that time.
It would be a trip.
I think, and then if both of us made it over to Ohio, then after, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll talk about it some other time. Ryan, thanks for coming on the show. I really enjoyed this. This was fun. This hour flew by. I mean, I could go another couple hours.
Right.
Oh, dude. Yeah, me too. Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
It's fun talking to you, getting to know all the story. I like hearing everybody's stories. That's a cool thing.
That's my favorite part. And I think that it helps people because, like, for me, I was listening to the Ginger Bros podcast at first, mostly to hear everybody's story on how they got started in PDR, because here I was in a body shop trying to figure out how to get started in PDR. So the more stories I heard, the more I found out that, it's a very diverse thing. It's relatable. I can learn some things, but also this guy did it differently than this guy did, this guy than this guy. And it's like, if my path is a little different, that's still okay. You know? So, that's my favorite part. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's nice to see the perspective that people have with, how you run their business or how they got into it or how they approach dents or their mentality around, I guess the people aspect of things. Like, I think as a business owner, the one thing that I struggle with which is a blessing and a curse. I want to help everyone, but I
Yeah.
end up screwing myself trying to help everyone,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It definitely does. I mean, if you're out here and you're really building yourself and you haven't done yourself like that, you know, if you hadn't been in that situation, I don't know if you're really even trying hard enough. I mean, I don't know, but
Yep.
you
Yeah.
gotta
I
learn
agree.
somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of that being uncomfortable. You know, you get yourself in a situation
Yep.
that you know better, and now you're there, and you got to kind of own up to it. You know, it's just what it is.
Yep.
Step
what
out of
it
that
is.
comfort zone.
But who's to say, you know, that one little thing that looks like a mistake now could be a blessing later. You really just never know. So I mean,
Yep.
you know,
I think it says a lot with how you handle failure.
mhm.
So it's easy to, be easygoing when you're winning and successful, but how you deal with the tough hits on the chin, I think that's what really defines you.
Yeah, right.
I could agree with that. I could
That
agree with that.
that can be said about life in general. You
There's a
Oh, for
learning
sure.
process to that, though.
know? Mhm.
There's a learning. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like someone can get better at dealing with failure. Like, so if you freak
Right.
out
Oh,
the
yeah.
first couple times, and don't give up, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
Dealing with failure, yeah, that really says a lot about a person. Well, it's a great episode. Sign off. Don't go anywhere, Ryan. We're gonna end the show and we'll see you in the
Sweet.
back. Everybody
Sounds
else,
good.
we'll see you next week.
Have a great week.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
So crank it up loud.